Diane Barbosa versus Melissa Gatto. I'm going to go with Diane Barbosa. Asmat Bakoyev versus Trayshawn Gore. I'm going Asmat Bakoyev. Alice Pereira versus Haley Cowan. This one has been really tough for me, but I got to go after seeing Alice in her first fight. She may have made improvements, but I'm going to go with the experience. I mean, 14-year age gap. Give me Haley Cowan. Darius Flowers versus Lando Venata. Lando Venata is not a very active fighter, but Darius Flowers is not a very good fighter. So give me a Lando Venata. Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. Alessandro Costa. Didn't know Stuart Nickel was still in the UFC. Gunther Pat versus Thomas Peterson. Got to go with the undefeated fighter here. Give me Pat. We are on to the main card here. Jose Delano versus Robert Ruchala. I like Robert Ruchala's size here, and I don't like these skewed numbers from these. I think it's like eight significant strikes a minute for Jose Delano. He's not going to be landing that in this fight. Give me the underdog. Give me Robert Ruchala. Tommy McMillan versus Manalo Zashini. Give me Tommy McMillan. Ethan Ewing versus Robert Estevam. Give me Ethan Ewing. Abdul Rahman Yakayev versus Brenson Ribeiro. I got Yakayev. Verna Jandiroba versus Tabitha Ricci. As you know, we have Tabitha Ricci. Renato Moicano and Chris Duncan in the main event. We are going Chris Duncan in the main event, but this is going to be a really, really good fight and a really, really close fight. Now I'm going to give you my 4 most confident picks this Saturday at UFC Vegas 115. My first most confident pick is Asmat Bakoyev over Trayshawn Gore. I think the skill gap is way too wide, and I don't think you're going to see Trayshawn Gore in the UFC after this fight. I think they're trying to trim some fat here. Alessandro Costa over Stuart Nickel. Didn't know Stuart Nickel was still in the UFC. Give me Alessandro Costa. Tommy McMillan. I want to say, I don't know. Is he out of the lab? I don't know what. I think he's out of the MMA lab. I think that's where he trains at. Give me Tommy McMillan over Manalo Zashini to stay undefeated here. And my last most confident pick is Abdul Yakayev over Brenson Ribeiro. And now to tack on to those most confident picks, I'm going to give you round 3's underdog lock of the week, which is Tabitha Ricci over Verna Jandiroba in the co-main event. Look, man, a lot of it's just momentum. If this fight was booked 2 or 3 years ago, I don't even think the odds would be this close. And you're talking a plus 105 for Ricci. I think Verna would probably be a 3-1 favorite. But I think the market's got this one right. Sometimes they overreact incorrectly. I don't think they're overreacting incorrectly. I think Verna is somewhat on the decline. I feel like she's seen the top. She got busted up and beat up against Mackenzie Dern, while in top position. So I like Tabitha Ricci, especially coming off that TKO win over Amanda Ribas in her last fight. She looked great. She looked strong. I mean, she's just been progressing and getting better and better every fight. So, and paired with the boxer that she's now with, Callum Walsh. Give me Tabitha Ricci as round 3's underdog lock of the week. Well, that's my take on UFC Vegas 115. We're going back to the small cage. Hopefully we get a lot of finishes. It's going through this card. I kind of say this every week, but there's just a lot of good fights, right? There's a lot of sneaky good fights when you really start digging through cards. So just to we're going to switch it up a little bit this time to end here. I want to give you guys some fights to watch. So I'm doing this on the spot right now, almost like a live show. I'm going to go down and let you know. Starting at the bottom here with my first most confident pick, Asmat Bakoyev versus Trayshawn Gore. Don't miss that fight. It's probably going to be a violent finish. Okay, Lando Venata and Darius Flowers. I feel like that could be a little back and forth war. Lando Venata, he's not as active as he should be, so he should be hungry coming into this fight. Thomas Peterson versus Gunther Pat. You got to watch the heavyweights throw down. You have to. I think that's the only heavyweight fight on the card, so you cannot miss it. Tommy McMillan Undefeated fighter, super exciting. You don't want to miss that fight. Ethan Ewing is off the charts, man. So Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Esteban. I think that's going to be fight of the night. So do not miss that fight. And then the main event and co-main event, I would say, but more so the main event. Money Moicano and Chris Duncan are going to throw down, man. That's going to be an awesome, awesome fight. So do not miss it. Do not miss it. You got an 8 p.m. start time for the main card, so nice and early. Like I like to say, the main event should be starting by the time the main cards used to start, which is awesome, you know. That's all I got for you. I have Chris Duncan over Renato Moicano, and I have Tabitha Ricci over Virna Jandiroba. That is it. We will see you next time in round 3.